Hello, everyone. I'm the Mastermind, Maddie. Yes. And welcome back to Hive Swap Friend Sim. So last time we finished sort of with these two, Diamond and Ardata. I didn't get a good ending with Ardata, but I did with the Diamond. That's what matters. So we're going into Volume 2, which is of Aesthetics, Crimson and Otherwise. So I have no idea what the hell's happening. So you stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you crash landed on this hostile planet, you have been desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly for a bit of medical attention. Only possibly, though. Along the way, you've had some laughs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat products. You don't really want to get into it. What you do want to get into is friendship. An entire planet of endless friend opportunities awaits you. Honestly, at this point, you'd make friends with one of those weird purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance, or perhaps someone. So we have Amisa Aridin and Sirava Hermod. Who am I getting into first? What mess am I getting myself into first? Alright, you know what? I'll go with you this time, because last time I started with the dude. Alright. Lo, what light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks? A small figure approaches. Oh my god, you're tiny. You're tiny. You really are small. Like Diamond was like this tall. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. You are so... So far, you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been kind of a rough day. Brace yourself. Cute! Oh, thank you! I already love you! Oh! She gives you a sweet, sincere smile. I've never seen anything like you. I don't know what I'm giving her this voice for, but it's giving me all sorts of new ideas. Boy, do you hope some of those ideas are about friendship. Not that you've got a now that you've got a taste of it, you are hungry for more. You take a stumbling step forward and your ribs remind you that although the potential of Kamidare is enough to improve your mental health, it can't cure acute injuries. Didn't my pelvis get broken? Oh, you don't look so good. Come inside. I've been looking for new contributors. Contributors? Could she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Maybe she wants to run some sort of alien newspaper and she wants you on staff. She looks a little young for that, but what the heck do you know about alien management hierarchy? You follow her to a nearby building, and now that you're looking up from your ravenous hut for companionship, you've noticed you've wandered into a kind of upscale part of town. There's a lot less garbage and people collapsed on the street. You see one of those spiky robot things, but it's washing a window instead of shooting a laser at a group of children. If that's not high class, you don't know what is. True. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold, blocking your way. Real quick. You don't happen to be an artist, do you? Artistry? Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, it isn't exactly my whole deal, but I've been known to dabble, except it is my whole deal in real life, but you know. Oh, I see how it is. Well, you aren't going to snake road into any trade secrets out of me. Goodbye! Oh! Well then. Okay. Well, I want to try that again because I really want to be friends with you. Like Ardata I couldn't give a shit about, but you are adorable and I want to know. Boink. Okay, let's... Is your last name really Aridin? It makes me think Aridin, like Aridin Empora, but it's not. Artistry. No, I've never had a knack for it. Oh, good. Friendships between artists can be so fraught. It's much better to just keep things between artists and art appreciators. That way no one can get jealous. The girl's smile widens even further, and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. Have you finally found someone who isn't a total fucking maniac? Oh god, that's gonna be bad news, isn't it? She is a maniac, isn't she? And also, Diamond was not a maniac. Anyway. And she brought up friendship without you having to mention it at all. It puts a spring in your step, or as much of a spring as possible with a broken arm and a misaligned torso, and a broken pelvis. Amicia, how did I learn her name? How did my character learn her name? Like, she never introduced herself. I never asked. Whatever. Amicia leads you into an elevator with buttons labeled in spiky letters that make absolutely no sense to you. You realize that probably nothing is ever going to make sense to you again. That's okay. Your hierarchy of needs has adjusted recently. Your new friend, you are jumping the gun with this descriptor, but you are feeling seriously good about this encounter. So am I. Stands in the corner of the elevator, wringing her claws. Wish I'd known I was going to have company. I would have cleaned up a little. It's been a while since I met anyone new. You assure her that whatever disaster her house is, it can't be any worse than some other places you've seen here. True. Like, Diamond didn't even have a house. Ardata lived in a castle, but, like, she had a dungeon in her castle. And a monster tick thing. Alright, anyway. I'll let you kind of get what she means. She's wearing an artist's smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Or at least I hope they're paint. Actually, it doesn't really look like paint. But it can be anything else, couldn't it? It's every color of the rainbow. Jesus, this isn't gonna be good. How do you, like, I remember Nepeta got paints from Troll Blood. Please tell me you're not the same way. Alright, the elevator door slides open and you step into a space that you are relieved to find is totally recognizable. The table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water, and sponges. Several easels stand beside the windows to catch the light of two moons, and a number of canvases leading against the wall turn so you can't see what's on them. First things first. Amicia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have on your now-defunct spaceship, tapping away at a series of unreadable symbols. Then she indicates you should take off your sling. I have a sling? Oh yeah, no. Well, I kind of made a sling in one of them. I know that Diamond gave me a sling in one of them, but, like, I killed him in that one. Alright, here, go ahead and stick it in there. She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall. Oh, boy. Which you do, because you are sure your new friend has best interests at heart. This hole shrinks down like a blood pressure cuff, sending bolts of agony through you. You want to yank your arm back out, but you don't. Even if it's broken, you still like having it attached to you. Instead, you shout a lot and thrash your other limbs around. Calm down, you big wriggler. It's like you've never even seen a medicalizer before. I haven't. If you don't stop moving, it won't work. Tears spill down your cheeks, but you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain. You'll do it for your friend. She's looking at you so hopefully, and she's so delicate and pretty, almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all going to be okay. Finally, the hole releases you, and you pull your arm back out to find it completely healed. You can move your fingers. It doesn't even hurt anymore. Hey! Things are looking up! I mean, my ribs are still broken, but, like, it's fine. See? I told you! This is great! You're overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. Be chill about it. You get excited and dance your new friend around the room. I'm gonna dance us around the room. You try and resist the urge to celebrate. You fail to resist the urge. You take Amicia by her tiny hands and twirl her around the studio. Or you tried to. You forgot about your busted ribs. You sure are doing that a lot. You let go of Amicia and go careening into one of the tables, thankfully not the one covered in arc supplies. You hit the corner and go down onto your already incredibly sore ass. This is what you get for acting like a huge fucking tool in front of your new friend. Are you okay? Is that some sort of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard before? You shrug against the floor. Hello. Amicia leans down and picks you up in bridal carry, despite the fact that she's about half your size. It makes your rib hurt, but what doesn't nowadays? Hello. Amicia lays you down on a weird lumpy couch. Are you sure you're okay? You look a little... Oh, she's, the same... I get why she's strong. She's the same as Equius, who was, like, super fucking strong that he broke everything. You're not breaking everything, you actually fixed me. Okay, anyways. She trails off to nothing. She's looking at your left arm, which you have draped over yourself awkwardly to try to sort of hold your torso together. That color. At first you think she means the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. Then you think she means the truly fantastic buffet of bruises you've got going on. Then you realize in your prancing idiocy that you managed to scrape the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly from the wound. Amicia dredges her finger through it. You're half expecting her to put it in her mouth and for this to become a whole cannibal situation, or to try to become human. Well, since you aren't the same species, it wouldn't really be cannibalism, but still, no thanks. Instead, Amicia just holds her finger up, with a drop of blood trembling on the tip. This color. I've never seen anything like it. She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling away a sketchbook and dragging her finger down it. Your blood paints like a rusty line down the center. She lets out a little squeak of excitement. This is amazing! What, red? Not red! There's a million dirty little rusties swarming all over this city. I'm drowning in red. This is crimson. It's incredible. You must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of one of the drones. Lucky? You? Yes, very lucky. The luckiest. Though my arm is healed and I'm out of whatever doubtlessly weird weather happens on this planet. Maybe Amicia is right. Maybe I am lucky. Close your eyes and try to breathe. Zen yourself out. Really center yourself in your own body and all that garbage. Then you open your eyes and wow, you sure aren't centered anymore. You do paint and troll blood, don't you? In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try to get away from Amicia, who is back, standing over you with a gigantic axe. Watch out! Amicia grabs you, drags you back up onto the couch, and plants her hand on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you down. You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beached lumber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with my artistic aspirations, right? You get the feeling that she might be trying to manipulate you, just the tiniest little suspicion. It's possible that Amicia has recognized your intense craving for companionship and is trying to exploit it, but you don't like being suspicious of a new friend. But that's a pretty big axe! Yeah, this is when I'd run away. I don't know what's got you so worried. I just want to show you my axe. Oh, of course. Makes sense. It is a really nice axe. You hold out your hand for it, but of course it is too heavy for you and your hands are still sweaty and you fumble the really sharp weapon. Amicia tries to catch it before it's too late, and somehow a really sharp you end up getting cut, like a berry cut, across both your wrists. In fact, you don't think she could have aimed better if she'd been trying. Oh god, there's blood everywhere. Oh! Oh dear! Great. Hard agree! Oh god. Don't struggle. You'll only hurt yourself more, silly. You don't want to do that, do you? No, you definitely don't want that. Not after what a Butterfingers you've proven to be. Amicia gets up to put the axe down, and you kind of lose track of her for a little while. You're bleeding all over her couch, and everything around you starts to go shiny and unreal. If he sliced his arteries, you would be dead in 2 minutes. She goes with a couple little jars that she uses to catch your blood. That's a good idea. You sure are making a mess. You wonder if they're specifically blood jars. They look like jam jars. Alien jam. Space jam! Welcome to the jam. I've never seen that movie before in my life. Alright, God, you love that movie. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. Way better than the one with the dog and the clown. Do they even have basketball here? You ask Amicia. She shushes you and brushes your hair back off your forehead. She keeps smiling and saying comforting things. God, she's such a good friend. Before too long, you do what it's honestly a damn good shot you haven't done before. You pass out. Oh god. When you come to, you are propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love even if you weren't an invalid, and both of your arms are jammed into the hole in the wall. The med hole. The glory hole of well-being. The magic sphincter. You grunt and pull your arms out. You're healed. Guts on your wrists are just 2 faded pink lines. You take a step away from the wall and immediately hit the ground. You may not be actively dying anymore, but you did just lose like half the blood in your body. God, you're tired. A little giggle makes you turn around, or roll over since you're still on the floor and probably not getting up anytime soon. It's fine. You've met worse floors in your life. Amicia is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back beneath a scarf, a little round glasses perched on her nose. You mean she didn't have these glasses earlier? A jar of pure blood sits next to her as you watch her dip a brush in. She does paint with blood. Jesus Christ, Amicia. I still love you. It's okay. I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried I'd actually killed you back there. She laughs, and you laugh along with her. It's very funny. Actually, everything is funny right now. It's probably the blood loss. You ask her what she's painting. You, of course. You inspired me. Well, right now, it just looks like a bunch of red circles and some lines, but she only just got started. She's warming up. She sits there on her stool, looking at her palette, chewing her lip thoughtfully. She looks somewhat nervous. Actually, I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone else. She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in your line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another Space Jam jar. She starts turning around the canvases one by one. They are all blank, except for one, which is a little, wait, nope, that's just a shadow. Every single one of them is blank. You aren't sure you understand. You ask her if those are all just new canvases that she has not gotten the chance to put paint on yet. Amicia sighs. No, I've had them forever. I'm just not a real painter. There, I said it. Oh? God, you're cute. Oh my god. Oh, I love you! Okay. She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers. I'm really good at all the other parts. The materials in the studio, I even make all my own paints. I just can never do the actual sitting down and doing art part. Oh. She looks so despondent. You wish you could do something, but you don't really know that much about art, and you probably can't stand up yet. You tell her that she looks like she's moving in the right direction, at least. You don't even have a studio or any brushes or stuff like that. Of course, you have no aspirations to being a painter, but you just leave that part out. That's just it. I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to be your messed up, disgusting mutant blood. There's really no other explanation. Sorry, my voice is just terrible. She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limp hands with hers. They're cold, like she's been pressing them to the glass window in the winter. Usually I just finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured low-bloods moaning around my studio. But I just couldn't use up all your blood at once. You're far too special for that. You gaze at Amicia. A mist has descended over your vision, and it isn't even the mist of imminent death. I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse. You will never escape! I'm fine with this. Thank you. I think that's a good ending. I think that was a very good ending. Sorry. I think I'm gonna end this one here. And then, I will do the other dude in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I'm mad. Gar. I'm the Mastermind. And you'll see me next time.